Are NFTs a scam? What do you think? I have been quietly behind the scenes trying to find out more about NFTs. NFTs are this thing, I'm going to explain a little bit later, but they're this thing that have taken over the tech world and everybody's talking about it. And people are saying that it's the new gold rush and everybody's trying to make money from NFTs and how easy it is to make money from them. But are they a scam though? That's what I'm trying to find out. And the other day I came across this story of an investor who bought an NFT of Jack Dorsey, the founder of Twitter, his first tweet. The investor paid, how much did he pay? $2.9 million last year. And then last week, he put it up for auction and he had planned to give half of the proceeds to some charity, and he expected that half to come up to like $25 million. How generous of him. He put it up for $48 million. He was expecting to get a little north of that. Problem is, the NFT only received 7 bids, and the bids ranged between $6 and $270. Not 270,000, $270. That's what he got offered. I hope he doesn't accept the final bids because it's, he did not accomplish the assignment apparently. Now, what is an NFT? NFT stands for non-fungible token. And what this means is the item cannot be exchanged for another item of equal value. For example, money is a fungible asset. It can be exchanged for the same thing of equal value. You can exchange $1 for another dollar because they have the same value. Even cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, you can exchange one Bitcoin for another Bitcoin because they have the same value. NFTs cannot be exchanged in the same manner because by definition, they are unique in value. One NFT cannot be exchanged for another NFT, even if they were bought for the same value, because their value is intrinsic in what they are and what a potential buyer could see as their value. It's a little crazy, but we'll go with that. So what exactly do these NFTs tend to consist of? Well, first of all, you have to understand it has to be digital. It has to be something that can be bought and sold through the internet and distributed through the internet, or through a disk or a USB. So what are we talking about? It could be some form of art, like a digital painting or a GIF or a GIF. I don't know how you pronounce that, but something like that. It can be a piece of music, a form of like a score, or anything that has to do with music, but it is in digital form. It can also be an item that you use for a video game. And it can also, and in my opinion, most importantly, be something that can be useful in virtual reality. And for me, that is where I see the value of an NFT. If it can be used in virtual reality, why do I think that's very important? Because depending on how things go, I believe there's a possibility that in the very near future, a lot of people are going to be spending a lot of time living in virtual reality. And if that's the case, you're going to have a whole new market of things to sell to people that they can use in this virtual world where they're going to be spending a significant amount of time. So an NFT, for it to be an NFT, it has to be one of a kind. You can't have several of the same thing because then that would make it fungible. Why is that? Because you can exchange one for the other. And by definition, as a non-fungible token, it cannot be exchanged for another one like itself because there can't be another one like itself. So it has to be one of a kind. But here's the thing. How can you not recreate something that was easily created as a form of digital asset or a piece of art? It's not like an actual painting that when you are painting, the brush that you're using will create its own little strokes that will be different from one painting to the other. Even if you paint the exact same thing, the brushes will move differently each time. The colors will come out depending on the mixture and how the air and the water interact with it's not going to be exactly the same, right? Well, with an NFT, if you're creating these digital pieces of art, they can be easily recreated. So I would like to know how exactly you can ensure that when you buy an NFT, the person who created that one is not going to create another one and sell it to another person. And in that case, it won't be unique. But then I read a little bit further, and what makes each NFT unique is kind of an electronic signature that each one has that cannot be recreated. It's part of the technology of the blockchain that is very useful when we're talking about cryptocurrencies. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I really want to do an in-depth look into these things because I think they're very interesting, and I really want to be able to do a video about it in a way that I can explain it that is very simple so anybody can understand. But just follow me on this. There's this thing called the blockchain that is used to authenticate transactions used with crypto. Well, this blockchain is almost like a fingerprint, something that is unique that cannot be recreated. And this same technology is used to authenticate each NFT. And that is what is going to ensure, or at least we hope, that the piece of art or the piece of music or the item you bought for your virtual reality experience as an NFT cannot be recreated, which means it cannot be exchanged for another one like it, because there should not be another one like it. So what is really the future of NFTs? If this guy who just suffered this terrible, embarrassing loss of trying to sell something he paid almost $3 million for and couldn't even get $300 offered for it, does this signal the fact that NFTs are a scam? Or is this a one-off? Maybe this particular item at the time when it was put on auction wasn't so interesting to the public. Maybe the fact that this guy seems to be embroiled in some kind of criminal activity and was indicted back in his home country makes people skeptical about the sale. I don't know. But I do know that I want to find out more, because I find the topic of NFTs and cryptocurrencies very interesting. As you know, if you follow my channel, I am in this glow up journey. I'm trying to not only better myself physically, but I also want to find new sources of income so that I can better my life. And I've been thinking a lot about cryptocurrencies and also NFTs as maybe a way that I can, get my toe into it and make some money. I don't want to be in a situation where I miss out on something at a very early stage. And both NFTs and cryptocurrencies are in a very young and early stage. So it would almost be like buying into Facebook at the very beginning, or Google, or buying Apple stock when it was $5 back in the day. So this is something that I don't want to miss out on, but I definitely don't want to be taken advantage of. So I'm going to be, in the coming weeks, I want to be able to look into this. And once I know enough, I want to be able to share this with you. Is this something you'd be interested in? Please let me know. In the comments, let me know what you think. I just wanted to do this little video to ask questions, let you know where I am on this, and let you know that I'm thinking about this and I want to be doing some more in-depth research. And once I know enough and I am in a position where I can explain it in as simple terms as possible, be assured that I am going to share that with you. So if this is something that you would be interested in learning about, please subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you come in here and join our little family and have us learn together. I was even thinking about maybe joining some kind of an NFT group, people who get together to learn about these things. Does that even exist? Let me go. I haven't been on Facebook for such a long time, and maybe I should go in and see if there are any NFT groups that get together either virtually or in person, and they study these things. I love to learn, and sometimes it helps when you are learning with other people who have the same questions you might have. So yeah, just let me know if this is something you'd be interested in. Leave a like if you like this video, and hopefully I will see you in the next one. Bye.